Have you ever heard someone say compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world? Well, they weren't exaggerating. In fact, if you truly understand how compound interest works, it will completely change how you view time, money, and wealth. This isn't just about finance, it's about how exponential growth silently shapes our lives. Let's start simple. Compound interest is when your interest earns interest. It's growth that builds on itself, not linearly, but exponentially. For example, you invest £1,000, it earns 10% in 1 year, you now have 1,100. Next year, you earn 10% again. Not on 1,000, but on that 1,100. That's £110 more. You now have £1,210. The difference is small at first, but over time, it becomes shocking. Let's say you invest £1,000, no more, no less, for 50 years at a 10% annual return. With what the history have shown us in the market is that 10% is usually the regular annual return. After all of the high years, after all of the massive low years, especially with what we're going through right now in this recession, 10% is an annual return, which it usually is. It doesn't grow to 5,000 or even 10,000. It grows to £117,390. Same 1,000, just left to grow. Here's the thing. The first 10 years of compounding, boring. Your money barely grows. It feels like nothing is happening. But that's the trap. Exponential growth is silent at first. It rewards the most patient and punishes the impulsive. Most people give up way too early. Now let's flip it. Imagine someone investing nothing until age 40, then panicking and trying to catch up. They need to invest 10 times more just to get the same results. That shows you that time is the real multiplier. Want to estimate how fast your money will double? Let's use the rule of 72. Just divide 72 by your interest rate. So with the average yearly interest, at 10%, your money doubles every 7.2 years. At 6%, it doubles every 12 years. So if you start with 10,000 at the age of 25 and then 10%, you have 20,000 at 32, 40,000 at 39, 80,000 at 46, 160,000 at 53, 320,000 at 60, and 640,000 by 67. And that's without ever adding a penny more. This applies to more than just investing also. Compound interest is also why credit card debt gets out of control fast. Early retirement is possible. Tiny savings do add up. And here's an example. Saving $200 a month from age 20 to 30 and then stopping entirely versus saving $200 a month from age 30 to 60. Guess who ends up with more? The one who started earlier and stopped. Unreal, right? 30 to 60, that is 30 years of investing $200 a month instead of just 20 to 30 saving $200 a month. But because they started at 20 instead of 30, they gained so much more from it. That's compound interest in action. It works both ways. Compound interest can work for you or against you. Credit card debt compounds against you. Miss one payment and the interest is added. Next month you pay interest on that new balance. This is why paying off high interest debt is urgent. Every delay makes the problem exponentially worse. Most people underestimate what compound interest can do because we're wired to think in straight lines and not curves. It's like planting a tree. For years it grows slowly, then suddenly it takes off. We think progress is linear, but compounding is explosive, and that's why it's insane. Now here are some principles that we can go by. Start early, even small amounts matter. Be consistent. Automate your contributions. Stay patient, don't interrupt the growth. Reinvest your returns, let it snowball. Time is your greatest asset, so use it. The earlier you start, the better. So compound interest rewards quiet builders, the ones who build early, wait long, and don't panic. It might not feel like much at first, but give it enough time, and it becomes unstoppable. This is why your future depends more on time and behavior than income itself. Thank you for watching, guys. If this opened your eyes, share it with someone who needs to start. And also drop a comment. When did you first hear about compound interest? And if it was from this video, well, that makes me very happy. And don't forget to subscribe, because around here we build slow, smart, and unstoppable. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.